It seems like the new gaffer is giving them a brutal working out in Spain. Hello and welcome to the video. You could like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm. Sharing gets in front of people's faces. And subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell once you can. It'll let you know when videos go live and when live streams happen like we had this week, which was really good. So, it's interesting, right, that this week and since he have been pushing the players so hard. He wants them to be one of the fittest lot of players we've got in the league. He's like the things that you hear the coaches saying. We go through this now. We feel the pain now to feel the benefits later in the season. But it's interesting to see what happens. Like kind of looking at what's going to happen next with him and where he's getting these players and he's pushing them to the limit. Now, when he did a certain thing called Voice of Coach, he said, for me, there are two types of football. There's the English football and then there's other football. At Watford, it was common for coaches to come from their UK and their faith to be well known to fans. But they found me, a coach, and known vast majority of them with little time on the bench had doubts. But it's this whole thing where I think you can get this bloke Munir to just get players to run through brick walls. He's already showing that. He's showing that the players are already brutally trying to get them up to speed. He's like doing double sessions to get their body ready for the style of play. And if that's the case, if he's already getting them into that style of play, that says to me that the way we're going to play football is going to be pretty fast. And it's one of these things where you look at what he is doing and he's taking them out of the comfort zones. He's making every player out the comfort zone. He's making them all go for it. He's making them push their body to the limit where it's not going to break them, but it's to the point where he will get the benefit out of that. And I like this because every time you hear he coaches, it's like, that's really good, keep going. I think there was a line in the video that got done. It was something like, be warriors on the pitch and stuff like that. And it's just like that kind of level of talking to the players, getting them ready, knowing what they want. And like, they're starting to do ball work, they're starting to do a lot of the training stuff. But you can see the players are really having to work hard. They are really having to work hard. I think for some of it might be the hardest they've worked ever in a preseason. And you can tell that it's helping a lot. This can only be a good thing once we come to the start of the season and we start to see what happens. Yes, granted, there's a lot of negativity at the minute in the fan base about signings not coming in, the ownership. But I think there's a lot of things we can do to look at that. And a lot of that's going to be about how we set up and how we play. But by the sounds of it, it sounds like Munir is really working these players hard. It seems like they're all up for it and following what he wants as well straight away. It seems like they've taken to his way of thinking and the way he thought very quickly, early doors as well. And each time you hear a player talk about what the style of football is, they all seem excited. They all seem like excited and they seem like there's going to be a lot to come from them this season. It's that expectation at the minute, which is what you want for the start of a season. So let's see what happens. But so far, so good. But yeah, Munir is really working the players very hard this preseason. And for some of them, it might be the hardest they've ever worked. And if he can get the best out of, say, a Wilkes this season, then fantastic. If he can get the best out of Lee Gregory, Smith, Marvin Johnson, Byers, and into the kind of football we like to see, then it's going to be fun to watch, I think. I think there's going to be a bit that it's going to be very, very fun to watch this season. But early days. But so far, he's working them very hard to get to the standards and levels he wants. And you want that right now. You want that to have the standards that he's setting. If he sets them really high now, they know what the bar is. So there isn't a case of going, oh, what's the bar for how we work it? They already know it. So they know what he expects. So Sheffield Wednesday are getting brutal double training sessions in heat wave in Spain. And you know what? Hopefully it'll be the best thing forward going forward.